What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video. Today we're gonna be continuing to work on the house. I'm gonna need I haven't played in a while. I just posted my first video in like 2 weeks. And that's because I really have not had the chance to play. I've been super busy. I've been out of town. School has really been kicking my butt lately. But I have finally got a chance to hop back on and record a little more. And I'm going to take that opportunity to hopefully, fingers crossed, finish up building the house today. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is chop down one of these spruce trees so that I can continue the outline, because I am completely out of spruce logs. I have a little bit of planks back at the house, but no logs whatsoever. So I'm going to work on chopping down this tree and then get back to building. Okay, so this first tree is completely cut down now, so we can get back to work on the house. And like I said, I need to remember what my plan actually was here. So I know that I'm going to want to build a little, I guess it'd be a porch right here, little outdoor seating area and stuff. And then this side over here is going to be the window. And I think I'm going to want to go ahead and make a second floor to this part. And am I using this is dark oak, isn't it? Well, that was kind of a waste of cutting down those trees. I mean, I guess I'll need more spruce logs at some point, but I guess I didn't really need to do that just yet. So now the question is, do I have more dark oak logs that I can use for this? I'm gonna have to go check in my chest down here, and if not, I will need to cut down dark oak wood. Okay, so I have 12 logs, so once these 12 are gone, which won't take very long, I will need to cut down more of this wood as well, which is fine. I have some growing over there specifically for this, but just means this axe is going to be even closer to being completely broken. But now I will get to chopping down these trees and be right back. So of course it decided to start raining. I apologize for that. You'll just have to bear with it for now. Right as I was chopping down that tree, it decided to start raining, but at least now I have enough dark oak to finish this outline and hopefully get into building a second floor. Yeah, I think this is gonna look good. I think the second floor is gonna be the move with this. So if I have one roof part here and I have a whole second floor, yeah, I think that's gonna work. Now I just need to figure out how I'm going to make this look good, because I obviously have this roof here, but this is just gonna be another floor. So I need to figure out, I'll probably just end up doing dark oak again for the floor and just end up with a dark oak ceiling up here. Let's see how that looks. Not terrible. No, I think I can live with that. So I'll just go ahead and fill this in with dark oak as well and just continue the pattern. And I hope this isn't gonna look too boxy with a second floor. We're just gonna find out. If it looks bad, I'll just take the loss on that and, destroy it all. But I think having a second story up here to make it taller, I mean, it's technically gonna be like a 3-story building, just because that bottom area is like 1 story tall, then this is the second story, then there's a whole nother one. So I'm hoping that it's still gonna look good. Fingers crossed that it does, but we're gonna figure that out as we go. Okay, so Luckily, I don't think this looks too claustrophobic with the dark oak. I was worried that the dark ceiling would make the build feel like, too cramped, but I don't think it does. I think it looks pretty good like this. The only problem is going to be how I manage to get up to the next story. And the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking a loft might look good. Let me experiment with this and see what I can do. So I went ahead and I slept the rain away, so now it's nice and sunny out once again. And I think I want to have a little loft area up there. The only problem with that is I'm not sure how I want to do the roof and the rest of this open space. So that is going to be something that takes a little more experimenting, and I might even fill this area in and like make just the one side have the open area. I think that might make it a little easier to experiment with. So let me make some ladders and figure this out. Okay, so this is what the loft is gonna look like, and you'll be able to look down here, and I think this is gonna look pretty cool. I just, like I said, I need to figure out how I'm gonna do the roof for this area, because I could build this up and make it I'm trying to think here what I can do. So if I make this part go up a little bit, and then I make walls here, build a roof there. Okay, I kind of have a vision. I really am not sure if what I'm thinking of is gonna end up looking good, but I'm gonna go collect some more dark oak wood and experiment with what I'm thinking here. Okay, so I have finished up, well, not finished up, but I've started working on these little supports, and I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of mimic what I was doing with the other floors of the house and do the spruce and stone bricks kind of look. And I want to have definitely a window on this side, probably a window here, probably not a window here, just because that's going to be a whole roof. So we'll see. That tree just grew. Nice. I don't know how tall this roof is going to go. I want to have it pretty tall, so I'm going to do that roof before I finalize a window here. If there's room for the window, there's room for the window. If not, oh well. I do want to go see if I have any more stone bricks anywhere down here. 21, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually just, oh perfect, I have more stone here as it is, so I'm not gonna need to smelt up that cobble just in case I need it for something else. But I'm going to turn all of this into some more stone bricks, and then we're gonna get to work on making the windows up here. And I might honestly just mimic what that window was like down there on that floor. I think like that is gonna look good. And then I think, dang, it's getting dark again. I think this and then that is gonna look good. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put the wood here as well. And then, like I said, I'm gonna leave this open for now. I'm also gonna leave this open for now because I'm not 100% sure how I want to do this side of the roof. So I'm gonna leave that part open, and then I'm going to get to work on that roof actually here in just a second. After I make a few more spruce logs. I'm gonna go and do this and sleep the night away so that it's not dark outside, and then I'll get to work on that roof, which I'm really excited to see this with the roof. I have a really good idea for the color scheme, and I'm just really hoping that it looks the way I'm hoping it's gonna look. So I'm gonna go ahead and use warped stem for this. I'm gonna go ahead, make all of that, and just make a ton of stairs first of all, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then let me go ahead and turn, not pressure plates, that would have been sad, a bunch of that into the slabs. And I need to clear out my inventory a little more. Like I said, my inventory gets horrible when I build, so just bear with me. But I think this kind of bluish green is going to look really good paired with the darker wood. I'm really hoping that the vision I have looks as good as I'm hoping it does. If it doesn't turn out, I'm going to be fairly sad, but I think this is going to look really cool. So, and I'm already placing stairs wrong, but I'm going to get to work on, okay. I'm going to get to work on this, and I'll be back once I have finished most of or all of this roof. Okay, so I'm not I'm not even close to being done with the house or the roof, but I wanted to jump back in real quick and just kind of show y'all the general design that I'm going with. So I want it, like I said, I want it really kind of steep and pointy at the top. So I'm going like that. I hope it doesn't interfere with the roof for that part of the house, for the loft area. But if it does, we'll game plan around that. We'll adjust when we get there. I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed that it doesn't interfere with that. And if it does, like I said, we'll figure that out when we get there. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and work on getting this finished. So, this is what I have managed to come up with for our roof here, and I honestly think it came out really good. I like the part I made jutting out. It is very blue, which is what I was going for, but I don't know if there's gonna be, like, I don't know if I want to kind of do something like I did over here where I have the trim of a different color. I might make just the very top slab a different color. But as of right now, I like how blue it is. You know, I think the vision that I had, I think it came out really well. I think it looks good with the darker wood that I'm using, and I think that it pairs really well with the house. So this is what I have so far for the roof. I am going to still need to do the whole roof for that part, but as of right now, I think we're in a really good spot for continuing this house. Okay, so I think I want this part of the roof to be pretty simple. I'm still not 100% sure how I'm gonna connect it all up, but I do want to make this part fairly simple, and I don't want it to be too tall. Maybe yeah, I really just don't know. I don't know what's gonna look good attached to this part, so I think once again I'm just gonna kind of go for it and see what I end up with and hope it ends up looking good. So I guess I'll be back in just a minute with what's hopefully gonna be a good looking roof. Okay, so there is roof number 2 completed. I went for a similar style to this one. It's fairly tall. I didn't add the, little jut out like that one has, but I like how this one's looking. I might change that slab right there to a normal, or to a stair, so it's not quite as squarey. But as of right now, this is what roof section number 2 is looking like. And now the only part that we have left is going to be this right here. And I am not 100% sure if I want which direction I want to make it. I guess we'll figure that out once I get up there. But yeah, I think the house is looking really good so far, and I'm super excited to get that third section of roof put on real quick. So the strategy I decided to go with for this section of the roof is just continuing off of what I just built and having it continue in and then twist, so that this part is going to also come up in the same style as that one, so that this roof and this one are both going to be that direction, and then that one is pointing off that way. So I think it's going to add a nice level of contrast, and I think it's going to look pretty good. So I'm going to continue that and get that finished up. Hopefully it's going to look as good as I'm envisioning in my head, and I'll pop back in once I finish that up. Okay, so incredibly unfortunate scenario just happened, and I actually just ran out of warped wood. I'm super close to being done with the final part of the roof. I'll show y'all as I head over to the Nether portal, but unfortunately I am gonna have to head back to the Nether. That's what the roof is looking like so far. Like I said, it's almost done. I literally have one half of it left, but I am completely out of warped wood and warped logs, or planks I mean. So unfortunately, and I think that drowned. Oh no, he's over here. Hey buddy, I'm gonna take this guy out just because I don't want him to kill me. So let me go ahead and kill him real quick. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm completely out of warped wood. So I'm going to run to the Nether and hopefully not die while I'm here collecting up some more. I was really hoping that the warped stem that I had collected previously was going to be enough, but unfortunately, like I said, I'm literally like 10 wood short, maybe even less. So unfortunately, I am going to have to do some Nether exploration to go find some more. Luckily, I know where some is, so it's not a super big deal, and I do have these torches helping guide the way. But hey, at least this video is going to be more than just building. But yeah, I was hoping the 4 stacks I collected was going to be enough. Just a few planks, a few I guess logs, stems, a few stems short of having just enough to complete the roof. It's a little unfortunate, but oh well. Life goes on, and I'm going to head over to the warped forest biome. Alright, so here we are in the warped forest. I'm gonna go ahead and collect up probably half a stack of these stems. Enough so that I am 100% sure I'm not going to need more. There's an Enderman tweaking out. I'm going to collect up enough that I will 100% not need to come back to finish the house. I don't feel like making another trip to the Nether. You know, as pretty as the biome may be with all the green and blue, I'm not a fan of the Nether. Ghasts are like my worst enemy, and I think I'm just gonna have a better time if I don't need to come back here. So like I said, I'm going to collect up a stack or so of this stem, and then I will meet y'all back at the house. Okay guys, so I ended up collecting well over a stack. I found one of the big trees while I was there and decided to just mine that up. That gave me over a stack by itself, so I should have more than enough to finish up the roof. And oh wow, I'm actually really low on food. I should have more than enough to finish up the roof now, and I'm gonna get back to work on it and pop back in once it is fully finished. Well, guys, I just finished up the exterior of the roof, and I'm gonna sleep so that it's morning and you can get a good view of it. But happy to say that after 68 in-game days and 7 episodes, the exterior of our house is finally complete. There is the section of the roof I just finished, and of course, as I'm looking at it now, I realize that I messed something up. It is somehow off just a little bit, so I'm gonna go up there and apparently throw my sword in anger, but I'm gonna go up there and actually fix that, and then I will finish showing off the completed exterior of the house. It was literally just that one block that was off. That's a relief. So I'm gonna get back down here and show y'all the finished roofs. Either way, I'm gonna show you the finished roof. There's this side, what I just completed. There, let me run over. This is a pretty big house. I think it came out really well. There's this side of the roof, and finally, let me show y'all this side once again. I know y'all already saw it, but I'm gonna show it off once again. I'm pretty proud of it. There is this part of the roof. So that is our finished exterior of the house. And this side is also different than the other side because I put the stairs in different spots. So I'll go up there and I will fix that as well, because I do like this side better. So I'll go fix that side, and I did just remember also that I need to build my little porch right here. So I'm gonna build that before I finish off this video. But in the meantime, let me get up there and fix that, and then I will get to building my porch. There we go. That looks much better. It adds makes it a little steeper there instead of just there and then straight up. I guess less steep in that case. Either way, fix that up. So now I don't know where his other llama went either. But now I'm gonna go ahead and work on that porch that I was talking about. I think I mentioned it before, but I'm gonna make this side a porch, that side the window. So let me get to work on that, and then I will end off this video. So I'm trying to figure out what design I want for this. I'm trying to figure out the floor. I think I might. No, I'll go ahead and continue the dark oak floor. I think I'll keep it consistent out here as well. But I don't want this to be a super huge porch. Maybe this wide and then going out 3 blocks? So that'll give me 2 to stand on if I put a fence. I'm not sure if that's going to be big enough. It's a decent size, but I think I want it jutting out 1 more here so that I have the full 3 blocks to stand on. And then I'm going to go around the edge here with my dark oak, continuing the theme that I've been going with up to this point in the builds. And but in that case, that can be dark oak there. So let's get rid of this, and I'm just kind of talking and figuring this out as I go with y'all. But yeah, before I end the video here, since this porch shouldn't take too long to build, before I end the video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I know this hasn't been the most exciting video, and I know I've been kind of slacking on getting videos out lately. I have just been super busy, and I'm hoping that in the next few weeks, I'm going to be able to be less busy. I think school is going to start mellowing out a little bit. I'm going to have a little more free time. I won't be going out of town anymore this semester. So I'm hoping that I have a lot more free time to spend making videos and getting stuff out for y'all, because like I said in the last video, and like I've been saying throughout this series, I've really been enjoying making videos. I've been having a really good time doing this, and I want to continue making them and continue this series. It's really motivated me to play Minecraft and create this forever world. And yeah, like I mentioned last episode as well, all the support that I get on these videos, it means the world to me. You guys mean the world to me. Every comment, view, like I get on this video, it makes my day every time I see it. So I'm really glad that you guys are supporting the videos and enjoying these as much as I'm enjoying making them. So now that I finished my little rant that I seem to do every video, let's show this off. Pretty simple little porch, but I think it adds a nice touch. I could even add that like that, which I think will make it even more detailed. I don't hate that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that. I'm actually gonna go around and do that on the rest of these as well, because I think that adds just a little bit, especially on these where it's just the supports. I think that's gonna look really good. Add that here as well, and there, and on this one. Then I can add it on those ones as well. I'll go ahead and do that once I finish up this video. But with that being said, now that the exterior to our house is more or less done, I'm gonna go in and add details so it's not quite as boxy as it looks right now, because I don't really love how boxy it looks right now. But I'll go in, I'll add the fancier, in quotes, quote unquote fancy windows that I did over on the library, and I'll go in, I'll add lanterns, I'll just spice it up a little bit. I'll probably end up doing that in the next episode. I won't do that all off camera, just so that y'all can see what I've kind of done to the house as I work on it. But yeah, like I said, I really appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching the videos, for the support on the channel. Leave a comment, let me know what you like about the videos, let me know what I'm doing well, let me know what you want to see me improve on in the future. All the feedback that I receive really means a lot to me, and it helps me know what you guys want to see, and what I can do to improve, because I know I'm not the best YouTuber ever. I'm still really new to this, but all y'all's feedback, it really helps me know what you guys want to see. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you for watching and the support on these videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.